Remax Elite, and this is Sushi, and he's super excited because the numbers are out for March and for the first quarter, and today we're going to summarize everything and send you away with a little bit of market IQ, give you some market intelligence so you can talk about the market. So how is the market doing? Is it up? Is it down? Is it softening? What is going on? Well, we're going to tell you all of that today, starting with sales. So how many sales were there in March? 992. So that is a big increase from February to March, but a decrease from March of 2017. So from 2018 to 2017, we're actually down 12% in sales. Inventory is the total number of active listings on the market today. So as of March, we had roughly 5,800 active listings. In March of 2017, we had about 5,000 listings. So if we combine sales being down about 12% and inventory being up about 16%, that's creating a bit of an imbalance. So that correlates to months of inventory. Months of inventory is what determines whether we are in a buyer's market or a seller's market. So about 4 to 5 months of inventory is a balanced market. Less than 4 months of inventory is a seller's market. Over 6 months of inventory is a buyer's market. So we are at about 6 months of inventory right now versus March of 2017 where we had about 4.5 months of inventory. So that was a balance trending toward a seller's market. We are now in a fairly strong buyer's market. Even last year, we had a major increase in inventory, but at 5,800 homes now on the market, we are even higher in inventory. So heavy buyer's market. So we have a decrease in the number of sales, an increase in the inventory, which is total homes for sale on the market, and an increase in the month supply of inventory. So what does that mean? This is where our market intelligence is going to come in, and you're going to learn some market IQ. So imagine I have a pie, and we give you this delicious pie, and this pie represents the total number of sales in March of last year, which is 1,132. Big pie. This year I give you a new pie, but it's smaller, 12% smaller. So as a seller, you want a larger piece of a smaller pie, and that is where strategic marketing comes in and is more important than ever. So the best way to take advantage of a smaller pie is where strategic marketing comes into play. And that is how you are going to outperform the market and get a larger piece of a smaller pie. So as your agent, I want to make sure that we don't just passively allow the market to dictate your success. We want to be proactive and find the best strategies so that you can get a larger piece of a smaller pie and be awesomely successful in your house selling, which means we are changing the way we list your home. So what is going on in the market overall for 2018? Well, if we look at January, February, March, sales have gone up. So January, 673, February, 778, March, 992. So that's a nice increase, and that is the way it should be because the spring market increases the number of sales. It also increases the inventory, which is the number of sales that are coming on the market. But the good thing is that it is not increasing as much as the sales are increasing. So sales are increasing more than the inventory, which is pushing the months of inventory down. So this is all good news. The question is why? Why is this happening? And why did March not perform as well as March of 2017? Well, there are 3 reasons. Number 1, interest rates. Interest rates have started to bump up. We are now over 3%, whereas last year we were under 3%. Number 2, the stress test. We've all heard about the stress test, hopefully by now. And essentially that means that regardless of how much down payment you've saved, you are now qualifying at a higher interest rate. So your purchasing power has shrunk. That change came into effect of January 2018. So all of the buildup, the government announces the change months ahead of time. which causes a little bit of a frenzy and people start to buy before the rule comes into effect. So a lot of people that maybe would have bought in January, February, bought before Christmas to save themselves having to qualify under the stress test. Number 3 is Mother Nature. Mother Nature seems to have forgotten that spring is on its way. And nobody really is excited about going out house hunting when it's cold and snowy and a little bit depressing. So we need some sun on your face to make people kind of get into that buying mood, which is fair. So what we're predicting is that April should be a bit of a better month, providing that Mother Nature remembers to bring some spring weather. So April numbers should be up over March. Whether they'll be up as much as much of April as last year, we don't know yet, but I am predicting a stronger second quarter than we have had first quarter, which is good news. The detached inventory is outperforming condo inventory. That's been consistent for the past year plus. So condo market will take a little bit longer to recover, but the detached inventory should perform much better in the second quarter. Also, the psychological effect of a rule change like the stress test will start to settle out and get absorbed into normal life. And people kind of start to forget about that as that becomes normal, and the effects of that will start to diminish. As well, unemployment across Canada is very, very low, which is the number one indicator of the real estate market. As well, interest rates, although they are trending up, are still historically super low. So that is still a great sign for the economy. So don't panic, but be strategic. So what that means is to have real, honest, rational conversations with your realtor. Pricing is hugely important. We are now in a price war as well as a beauty contest. So not only do you have to make sure that if 1 out of every 6 houses is selling, that your house is the one that sells. We want to be looking really carefully at the competition, really carefully at what has sold. Maybe we're going to go look at the houses that are on the market that be competing with yours and make sure that you are outperforming in terms of price and how gorgeous we can present your home. So strategic marketing, all of the photography, all of our extra marketing that we're implementing is uber important right now. And all of that will mean that you will be the 1 out of 6 homes that sells. And that is our goal. Every month we want you to be the one that sells. So Mango says, it is my job as your realtor to, number 1, increase your market intelligence, explain what is going on today, which is price war and beauty contest, and make you feel confident that your market IQ is where it needs to be one of the 1 in 6 successful sales. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.